The Lokayukta in Mysuru has finally registered a case against Siddaramaiah. This is the first FIR against Siddaramaiah in the entire Muda scandal. The FIR names Siddaramaiah as the accused number 1, Parvati Siddaramaiah, the wife of Siddaramaiah, as accused number 2, Mallikarjun, the brother-in-law of Siddaramaiah, as accused number 3, and Devraj as accused number 4. And there are other accused also in this entire matter. Now this comes to light after 3 days of High Court verdict where it had said that yes, the Muda allegations should be investigated because there seems to be more than what meets the eye. The High Court had also instructed the police that a case should be registered against Siddaramaiah and said an investigation can go on under 17A of the CRPC. Now, what we also know is that the government had also been preparing in the last 3 days on how to counter this, and they were seeing when will this FIR be filed. But now, after 3 days, the Lokayukta had finally filed an FIR. Now, what does this FIR hold for Siddaramaiah? What are his legal options with this FIR? Now, what we know is the next course of action will be that all the people who are involved in this particular case, be it the first person who had owned this particular land, the officers that are involved in this entire matter, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, the complainant, all will be given a notice and will be asked to come in front of the Lokayukta and record their statement. Their statement will be recorded by the Lokayukta, after which the Lokayukta will investigate and see whether all those statements given by these people can be corroborated with the facts or the evidence that they have. Then they will also investigate the matter on how things changed from 1996 to 2022 and how the papers moved from one place to another. Now, what we also know is the legal remedies that Siddaramaiah has. Siddaramaiah has also been speaking to his legals for remedies on what can be his next course of action. What we know is now the first thing that Siddaramaiah will have to do is file an anticipatory bail, because arrest can be imminent at any point of time because there is an FIR now. So he will have to get an anticipatory bail to make sure that the arrest doesn't happen. He can also go to the divisional bench and file an appeal against the FIR. He can put a stay against this FIR. He can also go to the divisional bench and also put a stay against the entire High Court hearing, which had declared that an investigation should be done. So all these legal remedies for Siddaramaiah is looked into it. They are also speaking to its team. As of now, his entire legal team has gone to Delhi to meet Abhishek Manu Singhvi, after which they will let us know on what will be their next course of action. But yes, troubling times for Siddaramaiah have begun. The first FIR has been registered. We had spoken to Priyank Kharge earlier in the day, and he had also told us that let them file an FIR. There is already an investigation that is going on by the SIT. But the matter of arrest is something that will not happen because prosecution is something that the court has not given any permission. They have allowed the police to investigate. So we will see the next 2-3 months which will be infested by the Lokayukta, where they will be investigating because they have to submit a report by the end of 3 months. So by December we will have this report by Lokayukta whether what happened in the Muda is actually a scam or not, or it is just an hoodwink. But from what we know right now, troubling times for Siddaramaiah has begun. He is already discussing with his legal, and as we speak, he is already in Mysuru, where he is there for a 3-day event. So he will be there in Mysuru for the next 3 days. Also, on the other hand, the activist, the petitioner, Shremai Krishnan, he has also said that he wants to appeal this entire matter to the CBI because he believes that Lokayukta will not be able to give the justice that they want. So he is also trying to take his papers to the CBI. But from what we know, just 2 days back, the government had put a diktat that they will not entertain the CBI in the state anymore. That puts sanction against the CBI. So with this regard, how much of these complaints will be taken, because now permission for the CBI to investigate in Karnataka will only be done on the basis of case to case, is what Parmeshwar had said. But so far, the entire Congress team was defiant that nothing will happen to Siddaramaiah. But with this FIR now, what will be the next plan of action for Congress, because the BJP has been putting pressure, the JDS has been putting pressure for the resignation of Siddaramaiah, which he has been defiant with, saying that he will not be resigning. It is the Chief Prime Minister who has to first resign for Godhra. It is the Prime Minister who has to make sure that other Chief Ministers of his resign. It is the Prime Minister who has to make sure that other leaders in the BJP and the JDS who are his alliance partners should be removed from their cabinet post. That is when Siddaramaiah will also resign. So far, the defiant Siddaramaiah had shown a confident space, but now with this FIR, it remains to be seen what will be the next course of action. When will the investigating officer move ahead with questioning and getting the statement of Siddaramaiah? What we also know is the part of arrest is also eminent on the investigating officer. So it depends on him whether he finds it necessary for him to arrest Siddaramaiah, he will go ahead with it. But if that happens, who will be the Chief Minister? Will the Chief Minister be serving Karnataka from the jail, like how Arvind Kejriwal was doing? So all these things will be something that we'll have to wait and watch in the coming days. For now, the update is that there is an FIR against Siddaramaiah. He's accused number one in the entire Muda scam, which has been going on for the last 3 months. For now, this is Wajiullah with Wali for News 9.